Okay, let's talk about a viral toy craze that is absolutely taking over the internet. It's this wild mix of celebrity power, pure luck, and the addictive thrill of the chase. So, what is the Labubu phenomenon really all about? Let's get into it.
So let's start with this number, $1,000. And no, that's not for some rare antique or a piece of fine art. That's what one collector, a woman named Kismet Ely, spent in one shot, trying to find one tiny plastic figure. I mean, it really makes you wonder, right? What kind of toy could possibly inspire that level of obsession?
All right, let's answer the big question. Because if you haven't seen these mischievous little faces popping up all over your social media feeds, you might be a little confused. Let's get you up to speed on the character causing all this commotion.
And it really is a phenomenon. We're going to break down exactly how this little elf-like creature went from being a pretty niche art toy to a global sensation what feels like overnight.
So, first things first, a Labubu is part of what's called the art toy world. These aren't just toys for kids, they're collectibles designed by artists. They're part of the Monster series and are known for their little elf ears and these signature kind of toothy grins. The original creator is a Hong Kong artist, Kasing Lung, but the company that really brought them to the masses is Pop Mart.
So how does something like this just explode into the mainstream? Well, usually it takes a spark. And in this case, that spark was a massive K-pop superstar. We're talking about Lisa from Blackpink. She started sharing her Labubu collection in unboxing videos and, well, her millions of fans around the world took notice almost instantly.
And get this, the Lisa effect had a totally staggering real-world impact. Pop Mart, the company that makes Labubu, reported a 400% surge in its international revenue. And that boom lines up perfectly with when the toy went viral. It's just incredible.
But look, celebrity hype can only take you so far. The real engine driving this craze, day in and day out, is how they're sold. It's a system built entirely around the absolute thrill of the chase. And the secret sauce is something called the blind box. The whole concept is so simple, but it is powerfully addictive. You buy a box, it's completely sealed, and you have no idea which character from the series is inside. It creates this intense feeling of anticipation, right? And then you get the reveal. But what if it's not the one you wanted? Well, you're already thinking about buying another one.
And this quote from that collector, Kismet Ely, just hits the nail on the head. She calls it a mini adventure. It's not just about buying something. It's an experience. Every single box is a tiny gamble, which makes it so much more exciting than just picking a toy off a shelf.
And, every good adventure needs some kind of treasure at the end, right? Well, in the world of blind boxes, that treasure is the secret figure. In every series, there's one ultra-rare character that's incredibly hard to find. It's the Holy Grail, the ultimate prize that keeps people hunting.
Which, of course, brings us to the central question here. When you see people spending hundreds, even thousands of dollars just looking for that one secret figure, you have to ask yourself, where does passionate dedication end? And, well, something that looks a lot like pure madness begin?
And that question leads us right into the money side of all this, because this isn't just about fun and games anymore. For some people, it's about high-stakes finance, turning a simple toy into a seriously valuable treasure. Let's go back to this number again, $1,000. But let's look at it a different way now. For a serious collector like Kismet, this isn't just a shopping spree. It's an investment. It's the price you pay to play the high-stakes game of the Labubu hunt.
But that cost is only one half of the story. Because on the flip side, that one super elusive secret figure, it can be worth thousands of dollars on the resale market. Suddenly, that huge spend looks like it could be a pretty profitable investment.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about a few fans trading on a forum somewhere. This is a full-blown secondary market where rarity is everything. It works a lot like the fine art world, or even the stock market. And it's gotten so big that major news outlets like Reuters and the Associated Press are actually reporting on it, treating it like a legitimate economic trend.
Okay, so beyond the money, what's really going on here? Let's zoom out a bit and look at the psychology of it all. Why does this hunt bring people so much genuine joy?
Well, it turns out it taps into some really powerful stuff in our brains. There's our primal desire to collect things and complete a set. Then there's the community you build with other people through trading. And of course, there's the simple, pure joy of surprise. And finding that one rare figure, that gives you that sweet, sweet dopamine hit that can keep you hooked.
And at the end of the day, when you strip away all the economics and the psychology, you're left with this.
It's a beautifully designed little piece of art. For so many collectors, the financial value is cool, but it's secondary to the simple, pure joy that having something so cute and creative brings into their life.
And that really is the question at the heart of all of this, isn't it? For any collector of anything, is the real value in the object itself, or is it in the adventure, the community, and the thrill of the hunt? It's definitely something to think about the next time you see a craze like this take over the world.